Welcome back to the Beauty Bulletin, your biweekly roundup of the biggest stories shaping the beauty world right now. Let's dive in. First up in industry news, Unilever sees a sales growth of 5.1% in their Q3 beauty sales. Unilever has seen double-digit growth in brands like Dove Hair, Vaseline, Liquid IV, Nutrafol, Hourglass, and K18. They recently released their 2025 Q3 results and saw beauty and well-being sales at a growth of 5.1% and personal care at 4.1%. They saw in these numbers that Dove grew double digits with the rollout of its new fiber repair technology range. Tresemme grew low single digits in styling and treatment, and both Sunsilk and Clear saw declines. But Vaseline in the core skincare department saw a double-digit rise driven by volume due to innovations like its new Cloud Soft Light Moisturizer in India. Prestige beauty grew mid-single-digit. Growth is varied with brands like Hourglass and K18 delivering double-digit growth, while Paula's Choice and Dermalogica returned to a low single-digit growth. Here's a quote from the brand about their positive Q3 results. Quote, "We're shaping a brand portfolio that's built for the future, with more beauty, well-being, and personal care, prioritizing premium segments in digital commerce, and anchoring our growth in the US and India. By putting desire at scale at the core of our strategy and executing with excellence across every channel, we're setting Unilever up to win." End quote. And along the same sales growth news, Estee Lauder saw a 4% net growth for a total of $3.5 billion for their Q1 2026. They recently released their Q1 fiscal numbers with net sales in 2025 at $3.481 million, marking a 4% increase since 2024, and their organic net sales saw a 3% growth also since 2024. And they particularly saw these increases in skincare and fragrance. So their skincare net sales increased 3%, primarily driven by growth from La Mer and Estee Lauder. And their fragrance net sales increased 13% across all geographic regions, led by Le Labo, Tom Ford, and Jo Malone London. And here are some Q1 highlights from their sales numbers. In the United States, they achieved share gains in skincare, makeup, and fragrance, led by The Ordinary and Estee Lauder. They expanded online distribution on TikTok Shop globally. They also continued expansion on Amazon. Estee Lauder launched their Advanced Night Repair Eye Lift and Sculpt Eye Cream in September 2025. Little Sarah note, I tried this. It's actually really lovely. MAC bolstered its lip products with Lip Glazer Glossy Liner in July of 2025. Tom Ford launched their Architecture Radiance Hydrating Foundation in August 2025. The Ordinary debuted its Sulfur 10% Powder to Cream Concentrate in August of 2025. And lastly, Jo Malone London released Raspberry Ripple in July 2025 and Uniquely You campaign in September of 2025. So all of those had something to do with their Q1 growth. And here's a quote from President and CEO Stephanie De La Faveri, who talked about these Q1 results. Quote, "We had a strong start to fiscal 2026 as we execute on our Beauty Reimagined strategy, returning to organic sales growth, gaining prestige beauty share in a few key strategic areas of focus, and improving profitability. Encouragingly, we are building momentum across the organization from the significant operational changes we have executed to date to be faster and more agile. These results reinforce the confidence we have in our fiscal 2026 outlook, a pivotal year, as we restore organic sales growth and expand our operating margin for the first time in 4 years." End quote. And you may have remembered, if you listened to one of our early beauty bulletins, that Estee Lauder has seen a lot of shifts internally, both at the top, but also through a bunch of layoffs, and they've really been shifting around. So that's, I believe, what the CEO is talking about, that this is a very pivotal year for them because it's the first one where they're going to be working under kind of their new structure. And lastly, in industry news, HomeCourt secures an $8 million Series A funding. So if you're not familiar, HomeCourt is a home and personal fragrance brand founded by Courtney Cox. And it began in 2022 and quickly built a large following. The brand began with home care products and has expanded into body care and laundry and is available in over 300 stores across the United States. HomeCourt has been recognized as one of the world's most innovative companies by Fast Company and Best in Business by Incorporated. So they just recently announced that they raised $8 million in Series A funding that was led by Cult Capital. And this funding will accelerate brand awareness, expand the team, and strengthen the brand's infrastructure. Here's a quote from Courtney Cox herself. Quote, "I am unbelievably excited to take this business to the next level. Homecourt is my greatest passion, and bringing on a strategic investment partner like Cult means we can be the global household name I know we can be." End quote. Chief Executive Officer Sarah Jonke also added, quote, "With less than 5 full-time employees, we've doubled the business every year and built a cult brand that's defining a new category in the beauty industry. This fundraise gives us the resources to accelerate our impact and scale our category leadership." End quote. Cult Capital has a proven track record in the beauty category with a portfolio that includes Supergoop, Lawless Beauty, and Act and Acre. Cult Capital is Homecourt's only institutional investor with previous funds raised by friends and family. And here's a quote from Sarah Wolfo, the co-founder and partner at Cult Capital. Quote, "Cult is thrilled to welcome Homecourt to our family of cult brands. We see in Courtney an authentic founder with a clear mission to elevate consumers' homes in a meaningful way, and in Sarah, an exceptional CEO who brings the experience and resource to bring that vision to life. Together, they make a wonderful team. We're excited to partner with Courtney, Sarah, and existing investors to scale Homecourt through a best-in-class growth strategy supported by Cult's deep expertise, operational discipline, and passion for building enduring brands." End quote. And moving over into launch news, I think one of the most exciting things that I've read in a while, MAC Cosmetics is going to be coming to US Sephora. So in case you didn't know, they weren't already there. It feels like they should have been already, but no, they've announced that they're going to launch in select US Sephora locations and at Sephora at Kohl's in early 2026. Now, they are at Ulta because I have seen it with my own eyeballs, but I think they've only been in Sephora globally, never in the US. Here's a quote from Tara Simon, the president of the Estee Lauder Companies for the Americas. And in case you forgot, MAC is owned by Estee Lauder. Quote, "This strategic collaboration is the result of years of successful partnership with Sephora in global markets, and we are proud to debut MAC with Sephora in the United States for the first time in early 2026. We are deeply committed to delivering Sephora U.S. clients a dynamic shopping experience, both in-store and online, while continuing to innovate, inspire creativity, and build community." End quote. And here's a quote from Carolyn Bojanowski, the EVP of Merchandising at Sephora for the United States. Quote, "We are thrilled to expand our partnership with MAC, giving all Sephora U.S. shoppers access to one of the most iconic brands in beauty. MAC's long-standing commitment to innovation, creativity, and self-expression mirrors our mission and delivers an exciting evolution of artistry offerings for our customers. We look forward to driving continued growth together." End quote. I'm very excited for this. I think it's about time, And I don't have any additional information in terms of which select US Sephora locations, but I'm sure in the beginning of 2026 we'll have more of an idea. And also in expansion news, B Corp certified hair care brand Amika is expanding to Ulta. Amika is a Brooklyn-based B Corp certified hair care brand, and it has announced that it will be making its debut at Ulta Beauty. So this expansion marks Amika's first new brick-and-mortar retail partnership in the United States in over 10 years. Amika was originally founded in 2007 in Brooklyn as a professional hair care brand, but now 42% of Amika's customers discover the brand through their salon or stylist. And Amika's expansion into Ulta Beauty reflects their mission to make salon quality performance more accessible to consumers. Starting on December 1st, Amika's products will be available in all Ulta stores nationwide and online at ulta.com, giving shoppers access to a range of wash care, mask, and styling products. This includes its dry shampoo in the prestige hair care market, Perk Up Dry Shampoo, and its best-selling Soul Food Nourishing Hair Mask. And they're going to be adding some new addition like the Frizz Me Not Hydrating Anti-Frizz Treatment and Forget Frizz Anti-Frizz Shampoo and Conditioner. CEO of Amika, Chelsea Riggs, had this to say, Quote, expanding into Ulta Beauty marks an exciting chapter for Amika. Ranked number 4 and the fastest growing among the top 10 salon hair care brands, Amika was born in the salon and built by a community of stylists and beauty lovers. We're thrilled to bring our professional grade products and inclusive hair care philosophy to Ulta Beauty's diverse and devoted guests across the country. With Ulta's own in-store salons and talented stylists, this partnership further underscores the Amika heritage as a professional brand and reinforces our commitment to delivering salon-level performance and results to all. End quote. As part of the rollout, Amika will be part of Ulta's salon brand feature from December 28th to January 24th, further reinforcing the brand's salon heritage and giving guests a chance to experience Amika firsthand. An exciting skincare launch news, Dua Lipa is moving into skincare, and she's bringing Augustinus Bader with her. If you are unfamiliar with Augustinus Bader, they make some of the most incredible skincare products, but they are wildly expensive, which, like, do your thing. I'm not judging, but it is very expensive. And so the fact that they're going to be making a more affordable skincare line with someone, as beautiful as Dua Lipa, I think is a very smart decision. So the Grammy-winning artist has teamed up with the high-performance skincare brand to create Dua, a performance-driven line made for everyday life and powered by the brand's TFC5 technology. So this is Augustinus Bader's proprietary complex, and it's the 5th evolution of its award-winning skincare science. And this particular formula provides a softer level of cellular signaling than the brand's original TFC8 system. So the result is skincare that you can use every day that promotes elasticity and long-term barrier health. So here's a quote from Dua herself, who is not only the founder, but is going to be the chief creative director. Quote, I created the skincare line to be my everyday essential, a clean, effortless, and effective skincare routine. It was incredibly important to me to work with a team who share my values and the importance of using high-quality, clean formulas. I knew I could trust Augustinus Bader and their attention to detail and the level of importance they place on science that goes into each product. End quote. So the debut collection is going to feature 3 daily staples. So the cheapest starting at $40, which is the Balancing Cream Cleanser. This is a foam to cream cleanser that removes makeups and impurities while keeping skin soft and hydrated. Then there's the Renewal Cream at $75, which is a moisturizer that strengthens the skin barrier, softens fine lines, and seals in lasting hydration for a fresh, dewy complexion. And then they have the Supercharged Glow Complex for $80, which is a vitamin-rich serum that brightens, smooths tone, and helps defend against environmental stress. Each product is vegan, cruelty-free, dermatologist tested, and formulated without sulfates, parabens, silicones, or added fragrance. And it is available now, and they ship to both the UK and the US if you are interested or would like to give someone a little early holiday gift. And lastly, here's a quote from Charles Rosier, the co-founder and CEO of Augustinus Bader. Quote, the Dua collection represents the perfect fusion of creative force and science. Brought to life through our collaboration with Dua, TFC5 pushes the boundaries of what modern skincare can achieve. I'm thrilled to make our proprietary TFC technology accessible to an even wider community. End quote. All right, moving on to campaigns and celebrity partnerships. First up, V has become the global ambassador for Tirtir. So Korean makeup label Tirtir has appointed V, a member of the global K-pop group BTS, as its new global brand ambassador, marking a major step in the brand's international expansion strategy. I have heard more about Tirtir, I swear, in the last couple of weeks than I have any other Korean makeup brand. Apparently, they have an incredible concealer and an incredible cushion foundation. So I need to start getting into K-beauty makeup a little bit more. I've started using some of their skincare. But yeah, Tirtir has really been pushing the global expansion, and adding this incredible global pop star as their ambassador is definitely going to help them. The announcement was made on Monday, November 3rd, following a teaser campaign on social media that generated widespread excitement among fans. With over 69 million Instagram followers, V is expected to bring enormous global visibility to Tirtir as it strengthens its presence in overseas market. Tirtir, which is owned by Good Day Global, has seen rapid growth both domestically and internationally. The collaboration with V is aimed at enhancing its appeal to global audiences audiences and solidifying its status as one of Korea's most promising beauty exports. Industry analysts say that V's association with the brand is likely to drive a surge in international demand, especially across Asia, the Middle East, and North America, where BTS maintains a massive fan base. Tirtir joins a growing list of top Korean brands leveraging celebrity partnerships to expand their global footprint, reinforcing the cultural and commercial power of K-pop in the beauty sector. All right, moving into kind of holiday vibes here, Mariah Carey is helping Sephora ring in the holiday season. So, the Queen of Christmas, Mariah Carey, has teamed up with Sephora to announce the It's Time campaign right in time for the holiday season. To mark the partnership, Carey released her annual video Reimagined with the help of Sephora to channel a blend of beauty and holiday charm. I will, as always, I link all my resources in the show notes. But for this particular story, make sure you click the link so that you can watch the video. They have it embedded in the article. Directed by Joseph Kahn, the video is set inside Carey's Sephora-branded glam room. The scene unfolds as a mischievous elf, played by Billy Eichner, tries to steal her beauty essentials and derail the holiday festivities. In classic Mariah fashion, she triumphantly declares it's time and takes off in a dazzling sleigh, soaring through a Sephora-inspired winter wonderland. The video release coincides with the start of Sephora's annual Give Something Beautiful campaign and Sephora Savings event, which runs through November 10th. Here's a little quote from our diva herself, Mariah. Quote, "The holidays are a time to celebrate and spread joy. I'm so excited to kick off the season with Sephora. It's all about creating those magical moments that make you feel glamorous from the inside out." End quote. And here's a quote from Zena Arnold, the Chief Marketing Officer at Sephora. Quote, "Our holiday campaign this year celebrates the notion of glimmers, those small moments of joy that a gift of beauty brings. And there is no one that better embodies that sentiment than Mariah Carey during the holiday season. Mariah's It's Time video is a cultural phenomenon that reaches consumers in a joyful, creative, and highly shareable way. And this partnership enables us to amplify the festive spirit and be at the center of celebration and fun." End quote. And lastly, still leaning into that holiday vibe, two cult favorite U.S. brands are teaming up to make the holidays just a little bit sweeter. Polite Society has joined forces with California's Solvang Bakery, which is a family-run spot famous for its celebrity-loved gingerbread houses. And together, they're going to launch a limited edition lip gloss inspired by the bakery's signature treat. The Polite Society and Solvang Bakery Polite Pout is a glossy nod to festive nostalgia while still working for everyday wear. The golden brown shade, touched with a soft, spiced shimmer, flatters every skin tone and captures the scent and taste of the bakery's freshly baked gingerbread. Warm, sweet, and a little spicy. Ooh! Inside, hazelnut, peony, and vitamin E keeps lips smooth and hydrated for hours. It's clean, it's vegan, it's cruelty-free, dermatologist tested, no stickiness, no grit, just shine. And this is my favorite part. Each gloss comes topped with a tiny gingerbread man charm and clip, turning it into a cute on-the-go accessory. That is so adorable. This is available for $21. And it'll be available on both solvangbakery.com, politesociety.com, and also on Ulta. Here's a quote from Melissa Riedel, the owner of Solvang Bakery, on this warm and spicy partnership. Quote, "We're thrilled to partner with Polite Society on this perfectly paired gingerbread-themed collaboration. Both of our brands share a love for creativity, craftsmanship, and clean ingredients, so bringing together their beautiful gloss with our signature gingerbread houses felt like a match made in heaven." End quote. And our last story is actually a regulation story. So there was a class action lawsuit that was filed in California against Ulta Beauty over clean ingredient claims. So Top Class Actions reported that on October 28th, 2025, a nationwide class action was filed alleging that Ulta Beauty's Conscious Beauty program includes products containing ingredients that are prohibited according to Ulta's own, quote, made without list. Plaintiff Margaret Garvey claimed that she purchased Ulta products believing they were clean and environmentally friendly, only to find they contained blacklisted ingredients. And had she had known this, she would not have purchased the products. Initially, the suit was filed on July 15th of 2025, but as of October, it has progressed within the legal system with details concerning the allegations and specific ingredients. Per Ulta's website, the Conscious Beauty at Ulta Beauty program is a way of empowering consumers with transparency and choices. It says, quote, "You'll be able to identify clean ingredients, cruelty-free, vegan, and sustainable packaging brands and products." If you're interested in learning more about this story, again, the link will obviously be in the show notes. This is from Global Cosmetic Industry, and they actually list the products that Garvey purchased according to the court filing and highlighted the actual ingredient that was supposed to be, quote, clean and is actually in the product. So the class action alleges violations of California's Consumer Legal Remedies Act, false advertising law, unfair competition law, and Environmental Marketing Claims Act. It also alleges fraud, negligent misrepresentation, and unjust enrichment. According to Truth in Advertising, the lawsuit is still pending. So I will definitely keep you posted if that goes any further. I think this is a very interesting case because I think clean is such a buzzword, and it's hard to say something's clean when we don't really all have an agreement on what clean is. So I think, I don't know, this will be an interesting case to see how it plays out. From lots of positive sales growth to Mariah officially starting off our holiday shopping season, that's your roundup of the week's top beauty stories. Stay tuned for the next Beauty Bulletin as we track the shifts shaping how we shop, wear, and experience beauty. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and share this podcast with anyone you think would love to listen. See you soon.